This is the plaintiff, Regina Saunders. She says the defendant parked her car right up against her car, touching it and damaging her bumper. Turns out this is the same woman she had a dispute with at a stop sign a few weeks earlier. And this was clearly done intentionally and in retaliation. This is a sick woman. She's tired of playing games with her, and she just wants her car repaired so she can move on with her life. She's suing for $1,100, the cost to repair her damage and harassment. This is the defendant, Chelsea Jimenez. She says the plaintiff is harassing her over a little dust-up at a stop sign and is now accusing her of parking too close to her car and damaging it. This is crazy because she never touched the woman's car at the stop sign or while parked. She thinks the judge is going to see this eccentric woman for what she is, a liar, and dismiss her case because it simply makes no sense. She's accused of causing damages. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $1,100 for harassment.
All parties, please, you're ready. Be seated, come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Regina Saunders?
Yes,
You
Judge.
are suing Chelsea Jimenez for $1,100, $689 of it to repair your vehicle and the rest for harassment. You have a counterclaim against her for $1,100 for harassment, exactly the same amount she's suing you for. What happened, ladies? Go ahead, you tell me
Judge,
first.
One day, I went to pick up my daughter from school around 3 p.m., and I go outside to my vehicle, and at the rear, there's a vehicle connected at the plates. I found this to be very odd because I don't damage people's property, and I don't believe in such thing. There were any cars in front of mine. There were no vehicles behind hers. So I kindly knocked on the door that the vehicle was in front of. I rang the bell. The people answered the door and said, "One moment while we get the owner of the vehicle." Mind you, I was going to get my daughter from school, so after 10 minutes of waiting, I couldn't afford to wait any longer. I left, proceeded to go get my daughter. I come back, but before I left, I did take pictures to have, just in case the vehicle was no longer there. After that, I went down to my local police station because I'm just like, this is very odd to me, and I wanted to know, what are my options and what should I do? Is this kind of petty of me? Because I don't want to be...
Petty, did it hit your car or didn't it?
Yes, it did. It connected at the plates.
Wait, what does connected at the plates mean? Did it hit your car and damage your car or didn't
Yes.
it? Okay.
It parked into my car and damaged the chrome on my car. And I'm financing my...
This is a picture of it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Judge.
You
and
took...
that's the damage. When I finally moved my vehicle, that was done to my vehicle.
Okay, I need you to come up. I need you to come up to the plate and show me where the damage is.
The plate that was connected is black. You see, my plate is chrome. Mm-hmm. This is damage from that black plate being connected to my car.
And the red?
Here, yes.
Okay.
And on the side, there's other pictures where there's really scrape marks, where the chrome has been removed.
Okay, that's in another picture?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
That is the damage.
Okay.
That's damage.
What year car is this?
2009.
Which one's yours, the red or the blue?
Black is theirs. Mine's is clearly
Is
chrome.
theirs? Whose is the red car?
My car is the red car.
Okay, go ahead.
This car is connected to mine. You see the black is their plate. Mm-hmm. I just showed you mine is chrome and it's in. So this plate was forced into my vehicle.
Okay. All right. And so what did you do? You went to the police and then what happened?
I submitted a form and they told me I need to take this form, fill this form out and submit it to the state. And I had
to find out whose car it was?
Yes.
So they give you the name, and then what did you do?
Judge, what had happened was someone actually stopped me and said, "Hey, I think our vehicle had an incident."
Really?
Really.
Who stopped you?
The young man here.
Okay. And what are you to her?
Her boyfriend.
Okay. He stops you somewhere and tells you
what?
what?
And says, "Hey, I think our vehicle had an incident."
Okay.
I wasn't familiar with the dude. I was doing my laundry at the time. Mm-hmm. I said, "This is not a good time for me." He said, "Okay, well, I work right here."
Wait, what? I mean, aren't you curious as heck about somebody's coming up to you and telling you, hey,
we were both on foot at this time.
What difference does whether you are on foot or something else have to do? Why don't you make the time to talk to him if he's telling you that?
Because that time was not convenient for me, Judge.
What were you doing? Curing cancer?
I was doing my laundry.
Oh, doing your laundry. You can't turn around 1 second and say, I've been looking for you, and talk to him about it?
First of all, the incident, I said maybe we could speak another time because he said, actually, we're neighbors. So we did see each other again. He said, do you have time now? And I said, yes. We proceeded to talk. I proceeded to show him the pictures of the damage to my vehicle when a young lady came up and said, hey, baby, here's the bee yelling and screaming at me at the time I have my daughter with me, a 4-year-old.
Who's the young lady who comes up? Okay. Me. Okay, go on.
She says, here's the bee. I'm telling you, bee, you need to learn how to drive. You a sick bee. You a crazy bee.
What is she talking about?
You drive like a psycho.
What is she talking about?
Judge, I'm kind of lost in the maze because I'm like, what are you talking about,
lady? Did you
lady?
recognize her?
It dawned on me 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, I was at my stop sign.
3 weeks earlier.
3 weeks earlier.
Okay. 3 weeks earlier.
I was at the stop sign. Condition roads was wet. She had the other stop sign. And I guess she don't like the way I stopped at the stop sign, and I didn't nowhere near hit her or anything.
How did you stop at the stop sign?
Plaintiff says she had a beef with the defendant who intentionally damaged her car. The defendant says the crazy one is the plaintiff. She confronted her and called her a bee repeatedly. Let's listen.
I stopped like, this is the stop sign. The
You went a little too far?
Wet.
Okay.
The roads was wet.
Okay.
My car, I guess, didn't stop at a time where she appreciated it.
She didn't appreciate it. Okay. And then what happened? So what happened?
She flicked me the finger, said, B, you need to learn how to drive X, Y, and Z.
Okay. All right.
I said, hey, it's way too early in the morning. I just took my daughter to school. Why does all this have to happen? You know what? I didn't touch a vehicle or damage it. I'm not going to take that abuse. I said,
you followed her?
Apologize, I did.
Wait. You followed her?
I did.
Are you crazy? Why would you do that? You don't know if she's got a gun or she's nuts. You don't know anything about her. You gotta let the small stuff go, woman. You can't sweat the small stuff.
You're right. And
so you follow her how long?
A block till she got to the next corner, and I said, hey, miss, what is the problem? You cursing me out. I didn't do anything. You need to learn how to drive. I said, miss, apologize to me. I apologize to you for whatever I've done wrong to you. Please do the same. She said, I'm sorry. That was it. To me, it was over with.
And then the next time you see her, she's coming out saying, babe, that's the crazy.
Exactly.
So you think she did it on purpose?
I know it. I do know it.
Okay, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing, everyone? So, I'm gonna just start from the stop sign.
Yeah, start from the stop sign.
All right, so I'm going on a main street. There's no stop sign for me. I don't have a stop sign. She had a stop sign. She ran the stop sign and stopped when I was already on my way there. So I looked at her and I was like...
Did you have to slam on your brakes or what?
Yeah, that's why we made eye contact. So I was like... So then when she
saw... So then what did you do? Did you flip the finger at her?
Yeah, I did, to be honest.
But I
was having a bad day that day,
it was
to be
7
honest.
what time in the morning
It wasn't that early in the morning.
8 o'clock in the morning, I take my daughter to school.
Okay, I mean, how bad could your day have been? It didn't even have a chance to get bad yet.
No, but
seriously, listen. All right, just listen to me, okay? You don't know if she's crazy. There's lots of crazy people. So what is wrong with both of you? So she follows you. So you flip her the finger.
So then she follows me. So
yeah.
I can see that someone's following me with the same car. So I'm not dumb. It's been like 3 blocks at this point. And I was just there like, okay, you know what? Maybe I gassed it. Maybe I gassed it as in maybe I was too angry at the moment. So I did slow down. I was like, you know what? Let me calm down. She's crying. She's over here telling me, oh, I can't go, I'm sorry. I can't go out through my day without you telling me sorry. At this point, I'm like, I watch the news. At this point, I was like, this lady's insane. So I was just like, I'm sorry. And then she drove off. Okay. 3 weeks later, me and him, we parked our car that night. And then the morning after, we got breakfast. We parked on top of the hill, and our house is down here. And when we came back from getting breakfast, she was already approaching me.
Wait, wait, you're skipping something. Like, do
Sorry.
you remember parking really close to her?
No, I did not. I never parked close to her. I never hit her. I never parked close to her. I would never park that close to someone intentionally.
So you think she parked close to you because she
I
knew
think
your
she
car?
backed up and took a picture. And honestly, the angle that picture is at, if you see the first picture that you showed, you can tell that this picture is at an angle. So that's why if it was straight down, you'll see if my car was touching hers or if it was...
Well, I mean, they look like they're touching. I just don't know how they got there.
That's honestly, they weren't touching. They were really, really close, but they were not
How
touching.
do you remember that?
Because she showed me the picture.
I asked her, can you show me please more pictures? She pulled her phone out, no other pictures. It was just those. So then I said, all right, well, there's nothing
Do you
really
have
I
these
can
pictures
do.
in your phone?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me see them in your phone. Go ahead.
Whoa,
And then
these
I'm like,
people
there's nothing else I can
horrible.
do.
No, just hand your phone and put in the...
There's nothing else I can do,
Whoa,
like, to
they
be
bad
honest with you. So I'm like,
Did she talk to you about the damage to the car? What did she say to you that day?
she was like, oh, I just want some money for the car. I'm like, there's nothing I can do. Just call the
She
insurance,
was telling me
whatever
she
the
didn't
case
want to
may
go
be.
to the cops. She just
What's the
wanted money.
counterclaim for?
She was calling me, and it would be to the point where we live in the same neighborhood. So when she would see me, she'll just interact like, oh, I know all your information. I know all your personal information. I know where you live. I know who you are.
On the window.
Yeah, she was on the window of my car.
Have you attempted to get a restraining order?
I tried to get a thing against her. I tried to get a police report against her harassment, but they said I needed her personal information,
Which her insurance never gave to her.
even though they gave her my personal information.
Well, but they can't. They can't give you someone's personal information as their client.
But-
That makes sense.
If you see in that picture,
You could
it
swipe
doesn't
left
look
and
the
right.
same.
No, hold on.
I mean,
Yeah, I plan on it. You know, the thing is, who got there first? Who got there last? How did the contact happen?
I come out to my vehicle and
No, I know you come out to your vehicle, but, you know...
there was no cars there when I parked.
I never hit her car. That is my point. And especially the fact that it's so weird to me that it's the same person that followed me 3 blocks. Like,
I gotta tell you, that's weird to me too.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So, who here has gotten in a road rage? You've gotten in an incident.
Yeah.
What happened?
Hey, this guy was trying to get in front of me. I gave the gas. He was trying to cut around me again, so I gave a little more gas. Then after I got in front of him,
Let's get to the road rage for a second.
I slammed the brakes, and he get me in the tail. You know, man.
Okay, do you regret it?
No.
No, that's the wrong answer. You realize it's a really bad thing, right?
Yeah, I do, but it's like that guy.
Okay, that guy going inside the courtroom.
When had that car been parked and who parked it?
The night before, we got nobody. All right, when you get over there, we don't park right there necessarily because there's 2 more people.
I don't need to know that. When
All
had
right.
that car been parked was my
that
only
night.
question.
The night before,
What time?
around 11, 12 o'clock.
And you had, on this day, when did you park your car there?
That morning after I took my daughter to school.
Okay, so then,
My car was there till 3,
What-
and I come out to pick my daughter up, and this is what I
exactly.
It couldn't.
do
With
you
no
two,
car, if you look
do
at the
you
picture-
two work?
At that time, I was working at a deli, and that was a Saturday, and I don't work weekends, so I woke up
Okay,
that day.
it was a Saturday? Was it a Saturday when this happened?
No, ma'am. Please check the date and time stamp on
Okay.
the pictures. There we go. They mess up their credibility.
I wouldn't get that excited.
I'm
You're getting a little
sorry.
too excited. It was
I'm
a Wednesday.
sorry, Judge.
Oh, it was a
September
Wednesday.
19th is a Wednesday, not a
I think he
Saturday.
walks to work. He walks to work because it's around the corner.
Here's the thing, though, is that the part I have trouble with is I really don't know who hit who by just looking at 2 cars kissing. I don't know if that damage happened then or at some other time. If I see 2 cars that are touching, and I don't know who parked last, how do I assign blame? I think it's so weird that it's the same person who shot you a finger a few weeks earlier. I don't know if this is just the coincidence of all coincidences, but it's so weird. If it's just a coincidence, either you recognized the car and wanted to set this up, or this is a pure coincidence, which is so weird and random, but it happens. But either way, I still have 0 proof that their car wasn't there first. I have the only people telling, hey, that car was already parked, you were coming for breakfast. And I don't have you saying that car wasn't there when I parked, because you wouldn't know that. And then I have 2 cars literally just kissing each other, and you telling me that all of the damage in the back of that 9-year-old car happened in that very moment.
In
I don't
the
know
plate-
if it did. I don't know if it didn't. I just know that you can't prove by these pictures who hit who. You can't. You can't. And on your counterclaim against her for $1,100 for harassment, I'm not going to order her to pay you the exact same amount she's suing you for harassment. You folks don't even live there now anymore, right?
No.
We live up the
Did you
block.
change your numbers?
What do you mean? Phone numbers?
I thought,
No,
does she still have your number?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, please don't contact them, okay? Let's just, let's call it a day. You had your day in court. It's a very hard thing to be able to prove. You did your best. You did a great job. You got her who it was from the driver's license bureau. You did everything that you needed to do. It was great. But it's not enough to win in court. That's all. So on your claim against her, 0. And on your claim against them, unfortunately, also 0. Good luck, folks. Nobody trash talk. Nobody trash talk. I'm watching you. You understand me? Everybody has to know when the trash talking needs to end.
Well, the plaintiff couldn't prove her case. Ms. Sanders, I got to give it to you. You did your best.
I
You tried. You
but
tried.
I know me, God, and the powers to be know that I'm telling the truth, and karma is real. And these people are having the baddest luck in their lives. I know it, and it's okay. It's okay. I'm still a good person. I love everybody.
Well, good for you. Thank you very
God
much.
bless
You must sign some documents out there. All right. You guys don't live near each other now?
No,
You're not going to
no.
see each other now?
No, we're not.
So hopefully this is going to be totally over.
Yes, completely over.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
Okay.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Have a great one.
Okay, very good. Harvey?
Doug, look, I mean, there is motive here in the defendant's part, but there is simply no proof here on who caused the damage. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.